Let's have a look at the basic functionality, the core functionality of a washing machine. In this particular case, this is fully mechanical. This is so old. This selector knob is this ratcheting type. These hardly ever break. Whether it's digital and modern or old and fully analog like this, it's the same core functionality of a washing machine. So it can be fancy. I prefer these old ones. So let's go from left to right. Load size. Load size is selected with this fully mechanical means. This is a rubber hose that fills with water. The water compresses the air above it in this enclosed system, and that air pressure exerts some pressure on the sensor here, and that is how the height of the water is controlled, whether it's a big load or not. It tells the machine how much water to take on or when to turn off power to the intake valve. This is the intake valve. You hook up the hot water and the cold water, and because the water is pressurized, water just rushes into the machine whenever it's needed. So this is an electromechanical valve that opens or closes. That's all it ever does. It opens, water rushes in, fills to some degree, and when it reaches the pre-selected height, it cuts electricity to the fill valve and the machine stops filling. So that's how these two things work together. Next item, you put the clothes into the machine and you slam the door. There is a clicking lid switch. These typically break, whatever. If this breaks, then nothing works. If you don't want to repair your lid switch, just cut the wires and tie them together, but then the machine is on all the time. Not necessarily on, you still have to turn the power on the control panel, but the lid switch or door switch, depending on where the door is, can be bypassed this way. So if this one goes wrong, that's what you can do. So nothing works if this one is not functioning. The next item, so we have filled the machine and we slammed the door. When we're done washing, we need to drain the water, and we have a motor for that. Because yes, so gravity drains the water, but it needs a little power to get it up and over. So in this drain motor, usually this one hardly ever dies, but sometimes the sediment eat away is abrasive particles, the dirt washed out from the clothes, wear away the plastic. Either it's too soft or too thin sometimes, and this plastic fitting sometimes just fails on its own without the motor failing and leaks water. There's nothing wrong. Replace the plastic fitting because it's been eaten away or braided away by the dirt that you're removing from the clothes very simply. This connector here powers a motor that I don't have here, but that's spinning, that spins the drum on spin drying and spins the drum for washing. Those motors are really sturdy. They have a belt drive typically that lead to the drum. So that's also here, but not here. And finally, of course, you plug the thing in, that powers absolutely everything. So that's the core functionality of every washing machine. They take in water to some predetermined height. There is a door switch or a lid switch. They drain water away. They spin the drum, and of course they are powered. Digital and fancy and expensive or not, dirt cheap and simple like this. I still like these mechanical ones.